within the distributed database, coming back to consistency, sometimes nodes don't get all the data. So if your consistency level is 1, you have a replication factor of 3, one of the nodes might not have the data. And so what you actually have to do is you have to run repairs, which does a Merkle tree comparison of the data and updates the rest of the nodes. What OpsCenter offers on top of that is a repair service where it constantly is going through your whole cluster, touching every one of your nodes and updating it and making sure that they're repaired, which makes ease of use and operation much easier. Best practice services is just that. There's lots of configurations with Cassandra and DataStax, and it's just best practices. Obviously, you can see I haven't been following all the best practices here. They're failed. Again, with OpsCenter, you can find out more info by clicking on it. So that's kind of OpsCenter. It's again, the whole gist of it is that it helps running your whole Cassandra and DataStax cluster. It just simplifies the process. How many developers do we have here? Yep. Okay. So I'm going to show you some code and show you actually taking a little step back. DataStax also creates a bunch of drivers that connect to Cassandra. We have Python, we have Ruby, we have Node.js, we have Java, and I happen to write a small script in Python, and I can show you how simple it is to connect to that. So going through this real fast. This is the most part of it. Most part of it right here, where you pip install. If you're familiar with Python, it's just a package where again is to get a connection to Cassandra. I have a server list. Of all the IPs that it connects to. This is creating the key space, which is the same as like create database. The only difference here from a relational world is that you can see I'm setting up DC1 and DC2 that have the replication strategies to make sure that each one has 3. I wish I had time to get the data modeling thing, but the create table syntax, obviously. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simulate like time series and events coming in from a sensor, like a weather sensor, where it just like let's say it's every hour, I'm going to be running faster and the time, and they're broken down in categories by hour. And just right here, you can see you can run compare statements with all the drivers, and it just iterates over. And right here is where if something fails, see we're selecting down on line 65. If the node fails, it'll still fail over and replicate it to another node. So this is what I'm talking about, where there is no single point of failure. Does anybody have any questions about that? It's very simple, very, very simple to connect a Cassandra cluster.
Can I ask you a question on the connection flow? Do you have to pick which node to connect to?
You have to give it seeds,
okay.
but the driver will then pick up other seeds. So all of the nodes are talking to each other, and they're all aware of everyone that's in the pool.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no. As long as you have to give it an IP of one of them,
right.
But then it will eventually like write out to or discover all of them. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to pull the plug, act like there's a disaster.
Well, I love pulling the plug.
No, I'm gonna let somebody else pull the plug.
Oh.
Yeah. So as you can see here, we're now writing data to the cluster. This is going through the list of IPs here. I'm using the round robin policy where it's writing each one of the IPs. Again, just categorizing by the hour, and I just have a counter that's the time, whatever, and just random temperatures. We also offer a tool called DataStax, where you can, if you're familiar with the relational world, there's like programs that are used to interact with the database. So DataStax creates DevCenter, which makes these easier. You can see different schemas that I have on the side. Obviously, this is the AT high that I have. And so if I go and select the data, you can see all the results that are going in, right? So this is those from the Python script that we see here. These are now going into the database. And you can do where clauses. Again, you can't do joins, but let's say like you pick up this hour 4 and time 142. So hour equals 4, 142, out, and there's the result right there. So DataStax makes it very easy to interact with the database, especially coming from the relational world. Now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, what happens when a node goes down? Who wants to pull the plug? Luke, I guess it's you. Nobody's volunteering.
I love it. I love this.
Yeah.
So if I can do this, I'll give everybody a good this in a second. Okay, which one can I do?
Just any one of these. This one's kind of hard to get.
So I usually go, I like to do, what's this do?
Yeah, it's a network course. Do them all. There you go. All right, so if you watch right here, see where it timed out? Okay, and it reconnected to another where there's hour 10 and time is 292 and temps 85. So if I go into this center, what did I say? 10 and 292, 10, 292. There you go. And so it's still in there. It failed over and it went to the next one. And as you notice, we're still writing. We've just killed a node. Your database just went down, and we are still writing to it. It's failed over. We pull another one, and we'll see. It takes just a moment to figure it out. It still resumes. So now we now have a database that is down 2 nodes. If we look at OpsCenter, see how this one's down. So it's saying it's unresponsive. OpsCenter is getting a little angry at me because they're down. OpsCenter uses a JMX connection. There's node number 2 that is now down, and we're still writing data to the database.
So can you talk a little bit about when you are connected to a node, right? So that ID that you, let's say, just unlocked, how does it know to pick up on the other nodes in the cluster?
How does, so that's made up by the driver.
Okay.
Right? And so again, as the driver is aware of all the other nodes in the pool,
okay.
It just has the list.
Okay.
And yeah, so it just knows to fail over. And there's are different types of retry policies that we have and different ways of interacting. Again, it's highly tunable in that. I'm plugging back in.
I love it.
All right.
Can you connect there too?
What?
All 3?
You can do all 3. Yeah, I mean it'll trust me, it works. Yeah, so they come back out of the pool, and that was what was that? That was 113 and 112 that came out, and you can see they're back right here as 113 and 112. So we now got an operation that's back up and running. Oh, and a little bit of
So really quick, yeah, we could, because I think this signifies 2 separate data centers, right? Each ring is on 2 circles. So we could have pulled out the last one. Actually, it's really hard to get your finger out with that one. You need kind of pliers.
I know.
I tried to do that.
Well, you can pull them out of, if you want to see the whole data center.
Yeah. So it's 12:30, and this is good news for you guys being here with DataStax because the line for lunch is right there. So that's really cool because it's probably going to be a big line. The other thing is we have some of the survey forms, and also there's a spreadsheet. So if you wanted to fill out, no, I mean it's an information provider. Solution. So if you wanted to, find out more information from us or whatever, you can. Okay, so that's right here. Feel free, no pressure. And I'd say a few questions. and feedback from the presentation. We've got a few minutes, and there's stickers here, so make sure you guys grab a sticker if you haven't already, and we'll be at the booth or the table later.
Yeah. Any questions?
How to make it read faster?
What?
How to make it read, well, typically it's slow to read, how to make it read faster?
Typically, it's slow to read.
Yeah, I know Cassandra is good for writing, but
It's great for reading too, but you want to stick to SSDs for reading. And if you want reads, this is, again, I haven't really gotten into all the distributed data centers. You can do different workloads. So you can have a cluster data center that's set up for writing, and then that'll replicate over to read servers that can be on SSDs, or DataStax offers in-memory, also in-memory option that can handle for reading as well. And you could increase your node count.
is in memory to me that